Try not to move. This bat is about to suck my blood. Well, maybe not. Hello everyone, Ryan here. So this is my October TBR. October. Hard to believe it's already October. I mean, it seems like it was already October like less than a couple months ago. I don't know. Time is a very obscure thing. Or maybe maybe time just feels much more obscure. It gets more obscure the older you get. That's just a theory I have. So, but anyways, I'm going to get right into it here. Talk about what I hope to read for this month. So, first is Goosebumps, Vampire Breath. That's right, Goosebumps. I figured what better time than October to dive into some Goosebumps stuff. So, which by the way, I've also started watching episodes of the Goosebumps TV show again, and doing my own kind of reviews of each episode. I'll provide links to those, of course, if you haven't already seen it. So, but yeah, Vampire Breath. I did read this a long time ago, and for those of you who also don't know, Goosebumps is the series that got me into reading, but also writing. R.L. Stine is just, he was a big part of my childhood. Goosebumps were a big part of my childhood, growing up in the 90s. So, next one I got is Goosebumps Horrorland, Little Shop of Hamsters. This is kind of a new story. Well, it's one that I haven't read. I think it might have been published like in... it came out like in 2010. So, because I know there's a lot of Goosebumps stories that I've yet to read. So, there's this one, Little Shop of Hamsters. I got Goosebumps Most Wanted, Dr. Maniac, We'll See You Now. And then also got Goosebumps Horrorland, Dr. Maniac versus Robbie Schwartz. I don't know, this Dr. Maniac guy seems pretty interesting. And then, of course, I also checked out Goosebumps Wanted, The Haunted Mask. This is like a continuation of the original Haunted Mask Goosebumps book. The Haunted Mask was definitely my favorite Goosebumps book. I also enjoyed the TV episode version of it. So, and that pretty much does it for like the Halloween-esque kind of stuff that I hope to get to this month. But this one is titled Nietzsche on His Balcony. It's by Carlos Fuentes. It's pretty much like fictional. Well, of course it's fiction. But the author is kind of like the author imagined himself having a long conversation with the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. So, and I consider myself to be kind of a philosophy buff, not really like a diehard philosophy guy. Well, I guess it depends on what kind of mood I'm in, but this seemed interesting, so. I also checked out this. It's called My Beer Year by Lucy Birmingham. Adventures with hop farmers, craft brewers, chefs, fanatical drinkers, as a beer master in training. My Beer Year. I guess it's about the author. She spent a year completely immersing herself in the world of craft beer, and which I gotta admit, craft beer is something that I didn't start getting into myself until sometime last year. Yeah, I just like the fact that, with craft beer, a lot of microbreweries, they come out with some pretty interesting beers, flavors, and yeah. So I'm interested in reading this just because I'm curious as to exactly what the world of craft beer entails. So. And of course, I also hope to get to this, which is really short. It's just a screenplay adaptation of Misery by Stephen King. Of course, I have seen the movie Misery. I haven't read the full-length novel, but I figured this is nice and short, so I also plan on reading this poetry collection, Poet in New York, by Federico Garcia Lorca. This is one that I featured in my recent, my last library haul, and I had never heard of this poet before. Never heard of him before, so. But I like that it includes the original Spanish version, as well as the English translation. So, and then of course, there's another one that I featured in my last library haul, Seinfeld Yeah, by Jennifer Keishan Armstrong. It's all about the beginnings of the TV show Seinfeld. Not so much about Jerry Seinfeld, but the TV show. So, and I've actually started listening to the audiobook too, while following along with this, and it actually makes for an interesting experience. Yeah. Last one I also hope to get to this month is How Star Wars Conquered the Universe by Chris Taylor. The past, present, and future of a multi-billion-dollar franchise. So this is about Star Wars, obviously. But the beginnings of Star Wars and a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that George Lucas had to deal with. It just, in order to get across his vision, his ideas, and his goals, and so it seemed very interesting. I was hoping that I thought there was pictures in here. Yeah, I don't know why. I assumed there were pictures in this one. I think I got it confused with Seinfeld Yeah. But yeah, I hope to get to this as well. So so that pretty much does it for my October TBR. I might also, of course, read some graphic novels too. I just haven't decided exactly which yet. I have also checked out some more pretty cool graphic novels from my local library, but I want to do a separate video in which I can talk about those first, and then I'll decide which ones I'm going to read this month then. So, but yeah, that'll do it. Let me know if any of you heard of any of these titles, or if you can recommend similar stuff, that'd be awesome too. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you feel up to it, whatever you want to do, it's, So, yeah. Again, thank you for watching. And as always, till next time, don't forget, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.